Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mama and the Beg Brigade. Hope y'all are having a good and safe New Year's Eve. It is really getting close. My neighbors are constantly popping fireworks, and my poor pity pit bull mix Theodore is having a rough time of it. I'm gonna move the tripod a little bit here, but he has anxiety when it comes to loud noises. Thunder and lightning and fireworks. I've already given him Benadryl earlier this evening, but when he wanted to go out earlier, and then when he heard the fireworks, he turned around and came back in and wouldn't even go out and do his business. Okay, let me move this closer so Axel can get on the bed. Go ahead, Axel, get on the bed, baby. Go ahead, baby. Get on the bed. Is it easier to get here? Yeah, there you go, baby. Okay. He's a big boy. He needs room to jump. Anyway, and my face is a little red because I hadn't too long ago taken a shower and then blow dried my hair, so my face is a little red. My nose looks like Rudolph, so just overlook that, right? Anyway, but I hope all of you are having a wonderful and safe New Year's Eve. Me and Johnny just stayed in. My stomach is being a little bit knotted up. I don't know why. It just does that. But I did go through my videos through this past year, and I wrote down some notes. So in no particular order, I will go over the little. I did number them, but then I got to thinking and writing notes, and then they got all out of order. So I'm just gonna go over it with you. There's a lot of notes here, so we'll be here a little bit. But I wanted to kind of just a year in review, basically, of videos and things that have happened in my life and things that have happened on the channel. And there's been so much channel growth this year. I mean, I think I don't remember where I started out this time last year. I think I was at 700 subscribers maybe this time last year. I think so, 600 or 700 last year this time. And here we are knocking on 2,500's door. So it's, I mean, I know a lot of people grow a lot faster, but as it's been pointed out to me, kindly and not so kindly, because I have devotionals on my channel that sometimes that's the only video that's released in a day. That's probably why my channel hasn't grown as fast as other people's channel that don't have religious content. So my channel doesn't grow as fast as other people's channel because I put Jesus first. So that's okay. Maybe I'll just stay a small channel, and that's okay. So if that's what keeps my channel small, then I guess that's God's will. So that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. And the personal touch that I have with my subscribers, and the love and attention that I'm able to give my subscribers versus the impersonal and not so much attention that you get from bigger channels, that you may or may not get a response to your comments when you leave comments on other people's channels. There's a big difference. You notice a difference. I've noticed that some people say, oh, I respond to every comment that's left on my channel, and then I've left comments on that person's channel and not even gotten a heart, not even an acknowledgement that they've seen my comment, but yet in their videos they repeatedly say, oh, I respond to every comment. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's a lie. So I'm not going to call them out. I'm not going to call that person by name, but they're lying. They're repeatedly saying this, and it's not true. So, I'm not going to, I've never been the kind of person to lie to people. So I'm not going to start now. So, that's just not who I am. I do my best to keep everything positive and upbeat here, but occasionally I just need to speak a little truth. So there it is. Anyway, but this year started out with, and I praise the Lord that this year has not started, this year is not going to start out this way. And we have not had the frigid temperatures, we didn't have the frigid temperatures of last Christmas, this Christmas. Excuse me, I get thirsty. Just water, y'all, just water. But last Christmas and last New Year's Eve, we had like temperatures down in the teens. It was terrible. The pipes froze and then they busted. And we didn't know because we were, you know, we had only been living here a few months, you know, like 4 or 5 months. And so we had no idea that a bunch of the pipes were in the ceiling, were in the attic. We had no idea. And so and we had dripped the faucets, but we didn't drip them enough. And it just wasn't enough. And because the cold came on like that, and it just wasn't enough. And because we did drip the faucets, we're not idiots, you know. We did drip the faucets, but it just wasn't enough. And when the pipes busted, it dripped through the ceiling, and next thing you know, there's water coming down the ceiling. And I was asleep in here when it started. And Johnny comes in and knocks on my door, and he says, "Mom, there's water coming down from the ceiling." And you have to understand, John is autistic, okay? And so he says this with a straight face, with a flat affect. "Mom, there's water coming down from the ceiling." That's exactly how he said it. No panic in his voice, nothing. He had already been hunting up empty boxes and empty plastic boxes to put underneath the water that was coming down. And so there started the mad dash for us to find, you know, plastic totes to put underneath all these waters, you know, this water coming down from the ceiling. And we were just freaking out. And so we called the landlord, who called a friend of his that lives down the road, and he came down and turned the water off. And it took, I want to say 2 weeks for them to repair everything and get our water back on. 2 weeks. That was a long 2 weeks, folks. That was a long 2 weeks. We had to go other places and get showers, and we had to use the water that had dripped into the receptacles, the plastic boxes and other things that we had caught the water into to flush the toilets. We had bottled water to drink, and it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. It was a heck of a way to start the year. Let me tell you, that was a heck of a way to start the year. So I'm going to say, praise the Lord that that's not how we're going to start this year. So this year is already looking up. 2024 is already looking up. So let's just say that. So also, the first part of the last year, I had a mystery project that turned into my first ever tutorial design, sort of. I took a granny stitch shawl and turned it into a shrug, which I called the Lisa shrug, because that's my landlord's wife, and that's who I designed it after. Because she was so sweet to us during that time that our water was off, and she had us out to her house and let us shower out there, and just took really good care of us when we were in that spot. And I just wanted to make something for her, and so I just kind of sat down, and it struck me, you know, after being around her and kind of catching her style and everything, and it just dawned on me, this would look really cute on her, because she's really short. She's like 5'2", something like that, and she's Filipino and Mexican, I think. And so she's just adorable. She's absolutely adorable. And so I just sat down and was like, what can I, you know. And then I asked her husband, what are her colors? And he said purple and black. She likes, you know, purple and black and bright colors and stuff. And so I used the Red Heart neon stripes, I think. It's got all different colors in it. And so I sat there and I was like, okay, I could do her just a shawl, but that's kind of like boring and done. And so then it occurred to me to put sleeves, and I was like, well, how can I do that? So I just kept messing with it, and then I figured out how to make it into a shrug. And of course, now that I've had all this time to get more experience, I could have done more with it than I did. But I'm still proud that I figured out how to attach, the sides of the shawl to the back part and turn it into a shrug. And so it's still a pretty cool piece. And I'm still proud of the tutorial. And my friend Amy over at Hooked on Wishing, she made one for her mother-in-law, and her mother-in-law loved it. And I've made several and sold a few. And so it turned out all right. And so I'm proud of that one. And then I made some blankets, and gave one of the pink and gray and white blanket I made when I went and met Llama Mama Kayla this past April. I gave that one to her, and then I sold some blankets from a video I did. Some of my blankets sold. The duck blanket sold, and a ripple blanket sold, and I've sold some blankets. And I don't just sell sweaters. I did make and sell some blankets. And then I did my first collab with Whisk, WISKF, the tote bag company. I collabed with them a few times this year, and I'm proud of that. Also, in March, I was because Will was so generous with his income tax return, he split it with me because he claimed me and John on his taxes, and so he got extra money for that. So he just gave me, the part that that he got because of that. And so because I was blessed to get an extra bit of income, I had a whole month of March that I did weekly giveaways. And so I don't know if I'll be able to do that for 2024. I don't know what this tax season's going to hold because of getting monetized. And now I have to actually file taxes. So I don't know what that's going to entail. So, but I was able to do that, and I was really happy to do that. I enjoyed doing that. And so, and then shortly after that, I did a 900 subscriber giveaway. And then shortly after the 900 subscriber giveaway, I hit 1,000. I hit 1K, and once I hit 1K, I had already had my watch hours, so then I was able to get monetized. And so, and then there was so much Happy Meal this year. I mean, my friend Cheryl sent me lots of yarn. Oh my goodness, the yarn she sent me this year. Oh my goodness, I was able to bless other people from her gifts. And that had a lot to do with the March giveaways too. That was a lot of her Annie's kits that I was able to give to other people. And then shortly, and then between getting monetized and now, I hit 2K subscribers, and I did a giveaway for that. And then of course I've overcome several health issues. Back in May, I had kidney stone issues, and I had to have a surgery for that. It wasn't like a cut type surgery. It was laparoscopic, kind of surgery. But I had to have that. And then this past summer, we had power outages, which really put us through a lot, because it was triple-digit heat, and that was really rough on us. But we overcame that. Praise the Lord. And let's see here. And then I wrote my own pattern for the Viva Victory shawl, and so there's that. And I have a tutorial on the channel for that. And I started making and selling sweaters, and y'all know about that. And I'm proud that I can actually do that. I mean, to think that see, this coming February will be 2 years, maybe. Yeah, about 2 years that I've been crocheting. 2 or 3 years, maybe. It's hard to keep up now. And then, of course, I started the weight loss journey, officially started the weight loss journey in late July. And so I've lost quite a bit of weight through that. I had lost some weight on my own, according, to my doctor. I had, had steady weight loss since September of 2022, I had, because when he started tracking it, I had just started coming down on my own, you know, and had steady weight loss without gain back from September of 2022 until now, you know, to now. And that's when he started tracking the weight loss that I'd been having on my own. And I started at 415, and now I'm at 328. And so 14 pounds to go, or 13 or 14 pounds to go, and it'll be 100 pounds. So there's that. So I'm really thankful for that. And also in October, I got to go and see and have a dream fulfilled, and got to go see my favorite blues singer, blues musician. He's an avid, he's a guitar prodigy. He's been playing guitar since he was a kid, and had his first real paying gig at 12 years old. Joe Bonamassa. A lot of y'all might not even know who that is, but he's huge to me. And so me and my oldest son went and seen him in concert in October, and that was a really big deal to me. I've been wanting to go see him for many years, and so I got to go see him this year. And so I'm hoping that next October, you know, because he seems to come every October, so I'm hoping that next October I'll be much, you know, even more smaller, and be able to go back again and see him again here when he comes back through next year. So that was a dream fulfilled. And so that you know, another good thing about this year. And so of course, and then shortly after that, I had my weight loss surgery and hernia repair. And you all were so wonderful and helped me get through all that. And I'm trying to think of what else is on here. And then of course, I've made and met in person my new best friend, Eva, and made incredible, very close friends. Amy with Hooked on Wishing Crochet. She's, you know, I have two of the best besties a woman could ever have, and those are just the closest two to me. And I also have Marcia that I speak to every day, and Serena, and, you know, many other friends that are just near and dear to my heart. And I just can't thank you all enough for being my friends. And Shannon with the Spoony Stitcher, she's a dear friend. And Sandy with Crochet Canada, dear heart woman. She's such a sweet pea. Shannon with Another Yarn, she's so sweet. And I could sit here probably for the rest of the night and name off names of people that I consider very close and dear friends, because that's how blessed I am, that the Lord has blessed me with all these people. And Cheryl, of course. And I don't know how I got so blessed to have all these wonderful women in my life, but I am. And so I'm very grateful for that, because before this channel and before this past year, I didn't know friendships like that existed for me. So I'm very grateful for that. And I've made so many beautiful things this year. And because of all the wonderful tutorials that are out there, and from all the advice that I've gotten, solicited and some unsolicited advice. Let's just admit it. Some of that advice is unsolicited, but it much appreciated at the same time. But I have no doubt that I am up for a wonderfully fantastic 2024. I'm very excited. I'm going to take on this new challenge, this New Year's resolution of learning needle knitting. I take that to heart, and I'm excited to take on that challenge. I hope I can do it. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, yes, you can do it. You can do it. I know y'all have a lot of faith in me, but I don't know how coordinated I'm going to be to do two, I just don't know how coordinated I'm going to be. So we will just see how that goes. It took me probably like a year and a half to learn crochet. So just bear with me. I don't know that I can do it in a year, but I will do my best. So, because I have lots of other things on my plate at the same time. But I didn't give up when I wanted to learn crochet. So I will do my best not to give up when I want to learn needle knitting either. Because I tell you, I was resigned myself to being a loom knitter and doing, loom knitted hats and what have you, and I have this big old round loom over here, this 120 peg loom over here. If I wanted to make a blanket, I could use that. And I was resigned to that, But then I started watching Shannon over at Another Yarn, and all the absolute fun she has making all these beautiful things with knitting. And the more I watch her, the more I want to do it. She just has so much fun doing it. And it's like, really? I just have to get in on that. I have to. So, yeah, it's her fault. It's her fault. From one redhead to another. She's used to it, people blaming her for things. But I say this in good fun, and she knows that. But, because she's a beautiful human being, and she knows that too. So, it's more of an encouragement type thing. I'm inspired by her. I say, it's her fault, but I mean that as in she's inspired me. I feel inspired by her creativity and her talent and her magnetic personality. So yeah, I'm just very, very inspired by her. So yeah, and in the way that she could just churn things out. But of course, she's been knitting since, probably since she was a teenager or younger. So, she's got many, many years into knitting. So, I'm sure it takes many, many years to get that good. But I'd be happy if I could make hats and blankets. I would be happy with doing hats, blankets, washcloths, scarves, that kind of thing. I would be happy if I could make those basic things. All that fancy lace work and color work and all that stuff, that's going to come way down the road. I didn't, even though I did go from making, shawls and blankets to making wearables, with crochet, but it's different. It's different because with crochet, you got one hook. And with knitting, you work with 2 needles. So it's different. It's a whole lot different. So, but I'm going to try. And I will succeed in time. So I just have to be patient with myself, which I'm not good at. We all know that I'm not good at being patient with myself. And I keep forgetting to take my multivitamin. So I did set myself a reminder with my Amazon Fire Cube. So that it'll remind me every day, because I keep forgetting to do it, and it's paramount to my weight loss surgery recovery to take my multivitamin, and I keep forgetting. So I don't want whatever happens when you don't take the multivitamin. I don't want that to happen to me. And from what I understand, that means hair loss if you don't take it. And I already have thin hair, so I don't need to lose chunks of my hair. So I need to remember to take the multivitamin. So, so I set myself a reminder for it to remind me at 1 o'clock every day, so that I don't forget anymore. So it'll pop up and remind me, and it'll keep reminding me until I tell it that I've done it. I've never set a reminder with that thing before, but I just felt like I was, gonna end up in a bad place, upset with myself if I didn't do something to remember to take it. Because every time I remember to take it, I'm like, how long's it been since I took it? How many days? So yeah, Yeah, it's important, and I get mad at myself when I forget. But what can you do? Anyway, but that is my year in review. I'm not setting any other New Year's resolutions. I only have technically 3 whips. I know, that's crazy, right? I have 3 whips. I have the boys' as a blanket. No, 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 no. I have 4. 4. Because I did start a Boggy Creek blanket. It's in the living room. So I have 3 blankets in whip bags right now. The boys' 2 blankets and the blanket that I started months ago for Boggy Creek. I guess it'll get done for next year. Yeah. Anyway. But I will show y'all the progress I've made on this black cardigan, the crop cardigan. I do know her bust size, so that's what I'm going to use to help me with sizing. Oh, come on now. Okay, here we go. But this is where I'm at with each side. So this is 4 rows to start, and then 11 rows here, which was almost a whole skein. That left me with a ball like this from the first skein, and a ball like this with the second. So I've got almost a full skein of the black on each side, but it gave me 11 rows is what it did. That was probably a dog hair. Because they're floating around here when you have 2 dogs that shed. But yeah, so I just wanted to put a subtle little stripe in here, so I only did 1 row of the silver here, and then I'm going to add some more black. And I need to get her measurement from under her armpit to her waist, because I don't want to go past that, because it's supposed to be a crop top. And so the plan is, when I get it waist high, to her waist level, then when I go to do the ribbing along the bottom, I'm going to first do a single crochet around the bottom and do decreases. I'm going to do some decrease stitches to kind of cinch up the waist area, so that, because she doesn't like she likes things a little bit more form-fitting than the rest, than some of us do. She likes things, that fit. So I do know her bust size, so that, I can make it. I have shirts in there that are her size. I'm thinking she's a 1X. So but she's 5'9", so she's a bit taller. She's like 5 inches taller than me. So but Serena's 5'9", so I may get Serena to tell me her measurement from her armpit to her waist, so that I could just, because they're about the same height and the same build, so I might be able to do that, because I'm kind of trying to make this a surprise gift. So it's kind of be hard to make a surprise gift if I ask her, hey, what's your measurement? But I already knew from previous conversations what her bust size was when I was looking at making her a summer top before. So, but yeah. But I'm going to just do some right here along the bottom. I'll do decrease stitches to decrease how big it is along the bottom before I do my ribbing. That way, and then I'm going to add some magnetic snaps, so that when she takes the lapels, she can fold it over one side, and the magnetic snaps will just snap that side, and then she could fold it back over the other side and it'll snap. And then I'm going to put some decorative buttons right here. So, or at least somewhere in this general area, I'm just going to put some decorative buttons. I don't have the complete design worked out yet. I'm just kind of doing it as I go. But I'll figure it out. And of course, y'all will be in on it all the way as I go. But I'm not doing a pattern or anything like that. This is just strictly a custom piece for her. And just like if if you do decide to purchase a sweater for me, if you want a custom piece and you have certain things you want it to look, certain look you're going for, but you're not really able to achieve that yourself by making it yourself, but you feel like I might be able to conceive of your idea, you know, email me. We'll work it out, and I'll see if I can pull it off for you. So, you know, just let me know. We'll work it out. So, I should have this done in the next few days. And then I'll start on Connie's, which won't take me long at all because that yarn is smooth as butter. So, and I know exactly her measurements. She sent them to me in a message. So, no worries. And that one will go really smoothly. But I'm behind on this one's birthday. That's the only reason why I put this one first. Because her birthday was a couple of days ago. And I feel bad that I missed her birthday because she did give me flowers for my birthday, and she made sure they were flowers that had like a very low pollen content so that they wouldn't disturb my allergies. So she was very considerate of my birthday, and then I missed hers. So I feel really bad. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful new year. I got to get off here and do the devotional video. I hope y'all are being safe, and Theo looks like he's fixing to pass out because he's had a Benadryl. I guess it's finally kicking in, and he looks pretty chilled and sleepy like he should. So, and they don't seem like they're going to be giving up the fireworks anytime soon. I can still hear it going off. I wish they'd stop, but it's the city. It's the city. People don't stop until 1 o'clock in the morning. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all in 2024. Mwah. Bye now.